Good afternoon, welcome back to Wolfie's Den. Hope you're all keeping well. Weather's taken a bit of a turn now. Rain for the last 3 days, rain for the next 3 days I think. So I think we've had the last of the summer. So be a few evenings in now watching films. So that should be a bit of fun. So what we've got in today's video is my latest deliveries in the last couple of weeks. I think we've got about 20 films here roughly. The usual eclectic mix of DVDs, 4Ks, Blu-rays, and with all these films I've used an IMDb rating on them, which is the Internet Movie Database, which is one of the best internet sites to find all your films. Gives you full information about every film you can think of, pretty much. So those ratings will be coming up with the films. But to start off with, I've got two Terminator items that are film related, obviously, but not films. So the first thing up today is a Cyberdyne tankard. Lovely steel looking tankard. Cyberdyne Systems, the hand there. And so there we can see that. It's a bit shiny, I know. So that's a nice tankard. These are the Nemesis Now ones. You can see. Always put out good stuff, Nemesis Now. So that's the Cyberdyne tankard. And the other one is the T800 goblet. There it is. I don't know if you can see that. T800. It's shiny, I know, in the light. Nice piece. And there again we have the Nemesis Now on the bottom there. So, last couple of pieces we picked up there. Oh, right, onto the films. I do also have a new piece of equipment, magnifying glass with a light on. Well, the reason being is some of the wording on the back of these DVDs and Blu-rays, etc., are so small I can't see them. Even if I put glasses on, I have trouble. So just in case you see this come out, you'll know what it is. Right, first film up, we've got about 3 DVDs. So the first film is a film called Attack on the Iron Coast. This is a 1968 film, has a U rating. A running time of 1 hour 29 minutes. It stars, I don't want to say Jeff Bridges, Lloyd Bridges, his dad. 101 films released, MGM. It's like a war action film, obviously. This has an IMDb rating of 5.5. As I say, it stars Lloyd Bridges and is directed by Paul Wendkos. Nice action war film there, Second World War film. I have got a few notes down here because obviously I'm not going to remember all 20 films and all their info. Excuse me. Next up, a 1980 film, X-rated horror, slasher horror. This is Inferno. This comes in the nice arrow window box, and this has, you can see it comes out there. There's the back cover. This has I'm not pulling it all out, but it's got 2 discs. It's got a booklet. There's a poster in the background. There's some cards. So this is the DVD release. It's a 1980 film, X-rated, 1 hour 46 minutes long. Has an IMDb rating of 6.5, which is not too bad for a horror film, and is directed by Dario Argento. As I say, that's the 30th anniversary Arrow window box. Next up, we have a bit of an interesting film. This is a film called Vampires, with a Y in it. This is a 1974 film. It's also comes under the title of Daughter of Darkness as well. Has an R rating, 1 hour 27 minutes long. This is an Anchor Bay release, sort of a folk horror sort of film. And this has an IMDb rating of 6. And it's directed by Jose Ramon Larraz. So it sounds like it could be a bit Spanish. This was banned, I believe. I'll look at the back here. Torches out. This is a transfer from the original negative. It's now presented uncut and uncensored, with all its notorious sex and violence fully restored. So apparently it was a landmark in erotic cinema, so I'd imagine there's a lot of nude lesbian vampires in this one. So I don't know if it was banned, but it's uncut and uncensored, so I'm not sure if that one was banned, but it's hard to get one, I think. Didn't pick it up. Right, now onto the Blu-rays. First up, we have The Case of the Bloody Iris. This is a 1972 film, X-rated at the time, 1 hour 35 minutes long. This is a shameless release, as you can tell by the yellow cover. It's a giallo thriller, IMDb rating of 6.4. And it's directed by, this is where the sounds going to be fun, Giuliano Camilio. Apparently it says on this is the first time on Blu-ray, obviously when it came out. So it's Case of the Bloody Iris. Next up, we have a sort of sci-fi horror. I'll say monster horror. This is a film called Creature. This is a 1985 film, 18 rated, 1 hour 35 minutes long. This is put out by Vinegar Syndrome. As I say, it's like a monster horror. This is an IMDb rating of 4.4. So not so clever on this one. And it's directed by William Malone. It's a nice bit of what's it called? Embossing, spot glossing on there. And on, I don't know if you can see it, on the eyes a little bit. Ooh, there we go. On the eyes, if there's any on the back. And that's the inside. It's basically about a creature that comes down from Saturn, I think. Something like that, an alien. It's a low budget film from the 80s. It's like a sci-fi monster. So that's Creature. Next up, we have Eye of the Cat. This is a 1969 film, 15 rated, 1 hour 42 minutes. This is on the Indicator label. Bit of like a suspense mystery horror. IMDb is 6.1. It's got Gail Honeycutt, Michael Sarrazin. It's directed by David Rich. It's Eye of the Cat. Next up, another Arrow window box, this time a Blu-ray. This is the horror film The Fun House. This is a 1981 slasher horror, X-rated, 1 hour 36 minutes long. Yet again, this has got all the booklets, posters, art cards and things in this one. This is put out by Arrow, as I said. It's an IMDb rating of 5.9. It's directed by Toby Hooper of Texas Chainsaw Massacre fame. So that's the Fun House. Right. Next, we have an HMV premium collection of the American Civil War film Gettysburg. This was put out in 1993, PG rated. There's a hefty runtime of 4 hours 19 minutes. So I think this is over 2 discs, 2 Blu-rays. As I say, it's a Civil War Western drama. IMDb rating of 7.6 and stars Tom Berenger and Martin Sheen, and is directed by Ron Maxwell. So let's have a quick look. Same inside there, but we have an extensive booklet in there, and we have 3 discs, I believe. So you've got the film twice, and some extras. Not the film twice, part 1 and part 2 of the film, and some extras. Let's decide it was to pop out. So that's a Gettysburg. It's a nice little release. Excuse me. Next up, we have a fan-based made Blu-ray of all the notorious, I would say, torture, porn, horror extravaganzas of the guinea pig films. I don't know if any of you have heard of this. Some of you probably have out there. They're like Japanese, very extreme horror. First one was put out in 1985. It was unrated. So this is the fan made splatter horror, extreme. The first one was only 43 minutes long. Has an IMDb rating of 3.7. So make of that what you will. And is directed by Satoru Oguru. So it's got all 6 films on here: Devil's Experiment, Flower of Flesh and Blood, He Never Dies, Android of Notre Dame, Devil Doctor Woman, and Mermaid in a Manhole. Very unusual titles. But watch this with a warning. This is very extreme. Next up, we have a German release, which is uncut and uncensored, of slasher horror Hatchet, the Adam Crowley character. Is it Adam Crowley? Crowley anyway. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's a 2006 film, 18 rated, 1 hour 25 minutes long. I'll show you the back, but it's all in German. This is put out by Sun Film, so I imagine it must be some kind of German company. IMDb rating of 5.7, and this has Kane Hodder in here of Friday the 13th fame, and is directed by Adam Green. So this is all uncut and uncensored. Hatchet, I believe I have all these films. There's 4, I think, altogether in the franchise. If you like Friday the 13th, you'll love that. Right, next up is this is an American release, this one, on Blue Underground. This is Maniac Cop 2. Been after this one for a while. It's been hard to get. This is a 1990 film, slasher horror again, follow up to Maniac Cop. 18 rated, 1 hour 30 minutes. As I say, this is a Blue Underground. This is an IMDb rating of 5.9. Stars Robert Davi, Bruce Campbell, and Robert Zar as the cop, and is directed by William Lustig, who I believe did the original slasher Video Nasty. Is it Maniac? So he must have a thing about Maniac in the title. So there's nothing. There's just a nice slip on it, and you've got 2 discs inside. And so this is the Blue Underground release, and it's got a nice bit of a embossing across here and down there as well, though you can't really see it. That's a nice release. I'm glad I picked that one up. He's got all 3 of them now. Next up, 1972 film, so we're going back in time a bit. This is Charles Bronson in The Mechanic. 15 rated at the time, 1 hour 40 minutes. MGM release. This is a psychological drama action film. It has an IMDb rating of 6.8. Stars Charles Bronson and Jan Michael Vincent, who I think went on to play the part in Airwolf, the series, and is directed by none other than the notorious Michael Winner, who I think directed quite a lot of Charles Bronson's films. Next up is a film called The Night of the Devils. This is a horror mystery, 1972, 15 rated, 1 hour 31 minutes. This is put out by Raro Films, Raro Videos. Haven't heard of them, I'm afraid. IMDb rating of 6.5, so quite healthy. All of these ratings, by the way, in case you didn't know, are out of 10. And it's directed by Giorgio Faroni. Sounds like a bit of an Italian film. Night of the Devils. Next up, we have a Nicolas Cage film. So probably pretty manic if it's got Nicolas Cage in it. This is Prisoners of the Ghostland. 2021 film, so we've jumped forward a few years here. This is a 15 rated, 1 hour 43 minutes long. Put out by Elysian Films. It's like a fantasy horror. IMDb rating of 4.2, so nothing stunning. That's right, it stars Nicolas Cage and it was directed by Shion Suni. So could be Japanese or something. Right, on to a few 4K Blu-rays now. We have, I've got this a few times in various formats, steelbooks and collector's editions, but funny enough I didn't have it on 4K. So when I saw it going for under 20 quid, this is the German Turbine release of American Werewolf in London. 1981 film, 18 or X-rated, 1 hour 37 minutes. So this is a Turbine Universal release. It's a 3-disc set. IMDb rating is 7.5, which is obviously quite good for a horror. Stars David Norton and Jenny Agutter, and is directed by John Landis. So it's a 3-disc set. It's American Werewolf in London. Turbine have got a big chunky box set release of this, which I think goes for silly prices on eBay and wherever. Next up, in a quite nice shiny slip cover for you slippos out there, This is The Crow, 1994, 18 rated, 1 hour 42 minutes long. It's a Paramount release. There's a lot of dark fantasy film. IMDb rating is 7.5 as well, which is interesting because I wouldn't have rated it as high as American Werewolf in London. But there you go. It stars Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son, and is directed by Alex Projes. Not sure. But that's The Crow. As I say, comes with a nice slip. Same underneath. It would be nice sometimes if the slip cover was different to the main cover. There you go. Next up, a very underrated 80s horror film. This is an American Blue Underground release. This is Dead and Buried, 1981 film, 18 rated, 1 hour 34 minutes. Supernatural horror. IMDb rating is 6.5, so quite high again. And stars James Farentino and is directed by Gary Sherman. So that's a nice little 4K release of Dead and Buried. Check this one out if you can. It's underrated horror. Right, moving back into more modern times, shall we say. This is Final Destination Bloodlines, the latest in the Final Destination franchise. Quite enjoyed this film. It has your usual mega kills in it, so to speak, but they are very inventive, I must admit. As I say, this is a 2025 release, 15 rated, 1 hour 50 minutes, sorry. It's put out by Warner Brothers and has an IMDb rating of 6.8. So some of these horror films are getting a good rating for a change. And it's directed by Zach Lepowski and Adam B. Stein. I wish some of these directors would have easier names. Next up, going back again in time, I think this is another German release. This is Robert Redford in 3 Days of the Condor, 1975 film. At the time, a double A, sorry, you people who remember then. 1 hour 57 minutes long. This is put out by Art House, so obviously a German release company. It's like a spy crime political thriller. IMDb rating is 7.4. Stars Robert Redford, Faye Dunaway, Cliff Robertson, Max von Sydow, and is directed by the classic director Sidney Pollack. And last up for the recent deliveries, we have a nice chunky box set of Tom Cruise's War of the Worlds. Steven Spielberg's actually. Some nice glossing on there. This is a 2005 film. It was a 12A at the time. 1 hour 57 minutes. This is a Paramount release. It's like a sci-fi alien invasion. IMDb is 6.6. Stars Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning, and is directed by Steven Spielberg. Have a quick look what's inside. We have a nice booklet. I think it's only a photo booklet. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Nice photo booklet. I haven't opened this yet, but obviously there's lots of art cards in here, etc. It's nice. More spot glossing on there. What do you call it these days? Embossing. And there you have the original cover of the film. And 2 discs, Blu-ray and 4K. and it's not a bad film actually. And that's Tom Cruise, War of the Worlds. And that's all my deliveries. So I hope you enjoyed having a look through those. Well, what we got coming up next, it could be onto the 4Ks, I think, or have a think. We're going to be a collection of 4Ks. I keep saying I'm going to do a top 10 of something, but I'm finding it hard to make a top 10. Because when I look through my films, I'm thinking, yeah, we can have that one, we can have that one. And then another one pops up, and another one pops up. It's something I've got to work on. So I'm thinking of doing top 10 sci-fi films to start with. But if I do, it will be just sci-fi films. It won't be the likes of Alien and Predator or stuff like that, because I think they're sci-fi horror, so it will just like sci-fi films. But anyway, we'll see how that one goes. That was excuse me, that's a work in progress. So I hope you enjoyed this little video of my recent deliveries. So if you'd like to subscribe, that would be very nice. Make some lovely comments, like the video, and hopefully I shall see you all very soon. See you later.